Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel where it's my opinion or no opinion at all. Scottalicious McFabulous here, and I'm so glad that you guys could join me today. And today we are going to be looking at the many controversies of the brand Guess. Because when I did my video about Guess stealing Telfar's handbag design, I had stumbled across quite a few controversies that I eventually wanted to cover. And today we are going to be looking into those. Some disturbing, some just more stealing, more thievery, if you will. But before we get into all of that, if you guys love fashion and are new, please hit the subscribe button. And if you guys enjoyed today's content, please like the video as it does help with the algorithm. And with all of that being said, let's get into the shit show that is Guess. So for Guess's most popular controversy / court battle, I guess you could say,
but I can't help it that I'm popular,
was back around in the 1980s, 1990s, when they were called out for using sweatshops. And I mean, like, they were called out. In the 1990s, Guess was a notorious labor rights violator in the US, with an estimated 80 sweatshops in Los Angeles. Workers, mostly Latina and Asian immigrant women, made less than minimum wage and often worked 10 to 12 hours a day for fewer than $50. While being accused of forcing workers to labor in sweatshop conditions, Guess ran full-page ads in major daily American newspapers proclaiming that their contractors were guaranteed 100% free of sweatshop labor. It even sewed sweatshop-free labels into their jeans. Soon the company was busted for illegal sweatshops. In 1996, the company fired workers attempting to organize a union, shut down their California plants, and moved its sewing operations to Mexico and Latin America in order to avoid labor abuse citations.
Stop.
So about after 10 to 15 years of pretty much going scandal-free for the most part, they decided in 2005 to release a embossed t-shirt that had said, quote-unquote, "Ski Colombia, always plenty of fresh powder." Now, for those of you who do not know, they are referencing Coke. Yes, that is what they are referencing. And if you also know, Colombia has a massive drug running operation. Like, they have really big issues with drug trafficking. So for Guess to just make a joke of an actual serious issue that is still haunting a lot of society today is truly disgusting. Like, when I seen that, I'm not even from Colombia. I am technically from a ghetto, so I immediately understood the reference. I immediately understood it. And when you do grow up in those areas, it's not a joke. Drug abuse, drug addiction is not a joke, and for Guess to even remotely play on that is just so disgusting. Like,
what the fuck is that?
So they decided to continue to be in some shenanigans, as in 2009, Gucci, yes, Gucci took Guess to court. I think it was worldwide, and tried to sue them for copying the iconic Gucci pattern. The iconic checkered Gucci pattern. In major specificness, they took Guess to court for the shoe. The Gucci shoe. Guess straight up copied the Gucci shoe. As shown here, they changed it up barely. They barely changed it. They barely put an effort into even trying to change the design or anything. Like, I don't know how hard it is for Guess as a brand to just take their own creative spins, take their own creative routes. Like, with Michael Kors and Coach, they have dupes for designer goods, but they are their own inspirational dupes. Inspirational dupes are completely different from straight up copying another brand. And that is what Guess is horrible for. But to continue, Gucci ended up getting a very small settlement of $4.7 million from Guess. Out of the, I think it was $221 million they were asking for. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But eventually, the EU, Milan, Paris all sided with Guess. They all sided with Guess. And the only place really to side with Gucci was China. So there was a big down the middle split pretty much for, is this infringement? Is this copying? Is this an inspirational dupe? In my humble opinion, I genuinely think Guess copied Gucci. Sue me. I'm sorry, like, that's my opinion.
That's my opinion!
And then in 2018, Gucci called off all lawsuits worldwide. They just called it all off. They said, we're just gonna part ways with this, probably because Guess is not doing so well. Guess has gone downhill quite a bit in the last few years. It is no lie. So that's probably why they were just like, this brand is dying, so we're just gonna let it croak over in the corner while we prosper in our big Gucci moment. That's what happened between Gucci and Guess. What's your opinion on that? Do you think Guess copied Gucci? I think they did, but again, it's up for interpretation. So while this whole Gucci settlement, this whole Gucci court battle was going on, Paul Marciano was in the background causing a huge PR nightmare for the brand Guess. And in 2018, Kate Upton, a famous model / actress, had come out and said that Paul Marciano had groped her after her first photo shoot with him in a meeting. And more unspeakable things. I don't want YouTube to, like, shadow ban this video, so I'm not gonna get into full descript what happened. It's disgusting.
I am disgusted.
After all of these allegations from Kate Upton and I guess more models had come forward after she had come out, and the Guess brand had ended up making a committee to put an investigation into what was happening. And after only a week, Paul Marciano was forced to step down. Yeah, he was forced to step down, unsurprisingly. Like, I really hope the other brother is not also taking part in those actions, because girl, that's disgusting. Allegations as far back as 2008 had resurfaced from models such as Lindsay Ring. Oh boy, like there were, I guess in the end, with all said and done, with all of this being dismissed, 40 people, 40 models and photographers, victims were all interviewed. And roughly 1.5 million document papers were sifted through. That is crazy. That is crazy. And sadly, he managed to escape by the hairs of his chin at the time. He had settled $500,000 payments to 5 people involved with the lawsuits. And it turns out that there is actual more accusations coming out this year, the year 2021. More models is suing Paul Marciano yet again, and I hope something actually happens. And if there is major court battles going on with this, I will try to keep up with it. And so in 2021, with their most recent controversy, they straight up stole the iconic Telfar shopping bag tote and issued no apologies. I am really hoping from the bottom of my heart that Telfar takes Guess to court, because, like,
electric chair.
it is even... I really think they have a serious case against Guess. If you look at the Gucci shoes they tried selling or suing Guess over, you could see why some areas decided not to pursue with the lawsuit. After all of this, no. I will not support the brand any longer, but I will not shame anyone for supporting the brand now. Like, I understand it is impossible, almost impossible, to stay away from brands that are controversial. So I get if you truly do not care, I get it. But as someone that does care, I will not be purchasing from the brand Guess anytime soon. Disrespectfully. But with all that being said, I will show you guys my wonderful, sickening outfit of the day.
99 don't believe in you, but all you need is just for one person to believe. There can be 100 people, 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 100, 1,000, 9,000, or 999. There can be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you. There can be 100.
Alrighty, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's super summer hot girl summer look. I love this look. Actually, it makes me look a little douchey, but I love the combination of goods here. I look so good. With all of that being said, though, what do you guys think of today's video? Did you guys enjoy it? Would you like to see more brand controversies? I don't think Michael Kors has any. Like, I remember looking up, like, a couple months ago. I don't think they have any. I know Gucci has some with, like, racial things, so. But, yes, if you guys enjoyed today's content, please like, share with your friends and family, comment to me any type of opinion you may or may not have on today's content, subscribe if you are new. And if you would like, please check out the description box below for links to my Instagram. And with all of it being said, I will see you beautiful faces in my next video. Bye!
I think it was good.
I'm done. Oh, no, show's over. Show's over.